Hey guys, so I'm not really talked about this recently, able to do proper kind of video out in nature, but as I would like to the quality and standards I would like, but it is what it is. So I'll just do this instead. It'd be better than nothing. Maybe you'll do an improved version in the future. Can you please refer to the disclaimer in the description box below? So basically, this is the 13th prophetic or series of prophetic dreams that have now come to pass. So on Thursday, the 23rd of December 2022, I posted a video where I was talking about dreams from God. I'd received prophetic dreams where I'd been advised to invest in physical silver. And I've got a playlist here on my channel for other Christian prophetic dream seers who have been given the same message from God, which is they're basically been told to invest in silver. Many people have even been given prices that silver will go to in the future. I have as well. Ultimately, God told me God told me that physical silver will go to at least 300 US an ounce. So I actually had a much earlier video from 2021 where I was going, it's quite long. It was about 50 minutes long where I'm giving financial advice, but I've set it to private because I just want to, there's a few videos in my channel that I used to have public until recently, but I've set about 15 to private because I sort of want to work on them and there are some things that that aren't quite right that need to be fixed up. And then so the plan is to sort of refurbish them, and then I'll reset those 15 videos to public in the future. But I just did it because they needed to be edited, right? So I actually had a video. We're almost at the end of 2025 now, almost into 2026. I actually had a video up on my channel public from 2021 where I was talking about that you should invest in physical silver, blah 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 blah. But I'll put the link to the earliest one. I might put some of the link to the other links to the other prophetic dream videos that I've put out about silver in the description box below. I'll put the link to this one that I published on Thursday the 23rd of December 2022. Now back then, the spot price of silver was $23.70 US dollars an ounce. Now today is, sorry, I don't know if it was Thursday the 23rd of December. I don't know what day of the week it was then, but Thursday, the 16th of October, 2025, today, the spot price of silver is $53.10 American. So it's more than doubled since I put out that video. A doubling would be 47.40, but it's higher than that. It's more than $6. It's almost $6 higher than that. So silver has more than doubled since the earliest video that I put out on this channel, where I was telling you guys that God was telling and showing me to invest in it because it will massively increase in value in the future. Well, if you'd listened to me and put money in silver back then, you would have more than doubled your money. And I actually believe you'll just hold on to it because it's going to go much higher. Hopefully God's given me dreams about crypto that I haven't made public because I've been told not to, but certain cryptocurrencies, and I got told buy this one, and I got told sell at this price. So hopefully God will tell me in the future, give me a dream about physical silver and say, okay, this is when you should sell. But I got shown buy and hold till it hits at least 300 US an ounce. So it's gonna 6x from here, increase in value 6 times more if what I've been shown is accurate. But yeah, like I said, that dream I would say is partly fulfilled. I would say it's ongoing, actually. I would say, but and people ask, skeptical, like you say, you get prophetic dreams from God. Well, I deliberately take an approach on this channel where I try not to get too much into. I've experimented at times. I did a little bit, like talk about theology or get into lots of detail about Christianity. Now I kind of deliberately avoid doing that. I try to keep it just to the very basics in terms of Christianity, just so it can appeal not just to Christians, but to people who are more to atheists or agnostics, but who are good people. Because if you get too much into the nuts and bolts of Christianity, it can put those people off, and also people who are quote spiritual but not religious, and when you kind of New Age spirituality in the West, those people are open to this stuff. But if you get too much into Christianity and the nuts and bolts of it, it puts them off. My job is to plant seeds so that people will find their way to God via Christ with the help of the Holy Spirit and the Trinity. My job is to plant seeds for people to come to Christianity, and to come to Christ. My job's not to do it, like to convert people. That's God's job. Okay, so I've consciously and deliberately set the channel up so that it can appeal to Christians, but I don't. Yeah, like if you get too much into Christianity, in the spiral dynamics model, it's blue. Mainstream Christianity is blue, like atheist, agnostic, kind of corporate world making money. That's orange, level 5. Like spiritual but not religious, kind of New Age spirituality is green, level 6. You can look this up, spiral dynamics model, in psychology. And yeah, I want to sort of appeal to all three, but there are, the Christians will be pretty on board with this because they understand the truth and reality of this stuff. But for those who aren't on board, who are skeptical, who want evidence, well, here's your 13th piece of evidence that this stuff is legit and that it's real. I mean, God gave me dreams, has been giving me dreams for years and years and years, saying buy silver, it's going to go up in price. And if you had listened to me and bought silver in 2020, late 2022, you would have more than doubled your money. So it's very practical too, because God wants to look after people, good people, who are on godly people. Wants to look after them and keep them protected in all ways, right down to the very simple practical matters, including money, and making sure you have plenty of money. So God's been warning, fiat currencies in the West will collapse. You've got to protect yourself. So, physical gold and silver, and there you are. It's proof. The proof is in the pudding. If you're skeptical, well, it's like, are these prophetic dreams real? Is this, well, here's number 13. And I'll just be rambling if I go on any further. But like I said, it's up to you what you do with your money. You're responsible for your decisions, all that stuff, yada yada yada. This is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. Blah blah blah. But personally, I am buying I'm buying silver. It's not 100% of my portfolio. Not that I have much money at the moment, but I would encourage people, if you have silver, hold on to it. Don't sell it yet. And I would encourage other people. It's not too late to get good returns off this. And this is a time, World War III, this time I'm moving into, it's not really about, your focus shouldn't be on making profits. It should be about wealth preservation. But ironically, if you follow the advice given to you by God from people like me, you will actually not just preserve your wealth. You will actually be in abundance. You will actually make profits. But that shouldn't be your first focus. It should be wealth preservation. Just standard stuff of investing. I like be highly diversified, and do your own research. But yeah, I'm glad I've been able to, because I know there were people who were asking me for advice years and years ago who did buy silver in my advice, and I'm glad to have been able to help some people. And I'm hopeful that many more of you are able to get financial blessings from God via me and others like me in the playlist, which I'll put a link to in the description box below, to get through these coming times, because they're going to be really tough. And I would encourage you to share that financial abundance and prosperity with the people who need it, family and friends who are good people who get caught out and wiped out. Because people who get this advice and follow it will I think in many cases, have so much money that they'll have plenty to spare and to help others who are in need, other good people. So please try and just pass it on, just like you were passed on this good advice. But try and pass it on. Don't break the flow. But yeah, I'm glad I've been able to help people in this manner so far, because I know I've helped There's quite a few I can think of that have helped, who asked me for advice on this some years ago, and I gave it to them. They've doubled their money since they put it in silver. So, um, yeah, I mean, that's it. God bless, all the best, and yeah, I'll see you in the future. This is pretty basic, just a black screen, but it's the best I can do for now. All right, thank you.